Springtime is nature's new year. It's a time when the plants forge their way up through the earth, the flowers bloom, the buds explode. It's a time of renewal and replenishment, and nature is in its full expression. It's the epitome of abundance. It's also an opportunity for all of us to look at ourselves, look at our life situations through fresh eyes. It's our rebirthing also. It's no coincidence that Mother's Day falls in the springtime. So I'm dedicating this month's newsletter and video to all of the mothers of the world, to Mother Earth, to the feminine principle, as well as all of the energies associated with receptivity, unfolding, and allowing. Because Mother's Day signifies birth and all of our relationships. So let's take a look at what Mother's Day means metaphorically in the whole scheme of things. When a child is in the womb of a woman, that baby is in a safe, warm, comfortable place. It's in fluid and there's soft tissue all around that baby, and there's muted sounds and a comfort and a darkness and a feeling of safety and security. Then that baby finds it's a time to forge its way through a birth canal, or it could be a C-section also, but as it comes through that canal, it is met when it comes out with noise, sometimes overwhelming stimuli, a change in temperature, activity. It can be overwhelming, but it's also met with ecstatic joy, tears of appreciation, a magnificence in the miracle of life, regardless of what happens after that first instant. So that's really a metaphor. It's a metaphor for everything that we go through in our life. And that birth actually prepares us. Each time we go through a little situation in our life where the intersections occur and it challenges us to be a little bit more of who we are, it's like a rebirthing. And we are faced with times that might feel a little bit uncomfortable. We may feel a little bit overwhelmed. The stimuli around us may be an unknowing place, but then we grow accustomed to our new environment and we prosper and we express ourselves creatively and we are authentic. Because when we're born as babies, we're fully loaded. We have all of the intuitive skills that we need. We have our clairvoyance, our clairaudient, our clairsentient. Everything is there. We just don't have a way in which we can communicate it that adults understand. But it's all there. We have the wonder. You know, when adults look at a baby, there's an automatic smile. There's something about the energy of a baby that ignites the wonder and the magnificence and the glory of our existence here. Because the baby is still open. The baby is reminding us that each one of us, our soul's intent was to come here to experience in physical form all that we are, our creativity, our expansion, our expression, to come to a higher level of love. And when our mission is completed, we leave the physical form. So if we think of life as an experiential playground, it's so much more acceptable. So think of each time that you go through a new process where you're elevating yourself to a higher level of love, or you're undertaking a new project. That's all it is. You're sort of crowning. You're coming through that canal that feels a little bit tight and pressured, but there's going to be something that is going to be experienced even more magnificently. So why am I telling you all of this? Well, we're moving into we've moved into the 21st century. And the way I think of that is 2, 1. 2 representing two separate energies, separation into one. 1 meaning holistic. We're remembering who we truly are. So the energies are, well, let's just back up that every single being has 2 energies within them, electric and magnetic. We've sort of coming out of a paradigm that was more electric, more action-based, and we're moving into one that's more circular, holistic, magnetic, receptive. So give you a few more examples. We're moving from a mindset of absolute, meaning yes, no, right, wrong, black, white, to abundant, where things are more flowing. We're moving from electric to magnetic, which I said before, from striving to allowing, from trying, I said trying, right? To unfolding, brain-centric to heart-centric, intellectual to emotional, from moving from our thoughts to moving from our feelings, from a singular solitary process to a co-creative process, for soul achievement to the greater whole. Decisions are going to be made less hierarchically and more holistically. We're moving into a completely new paradigm that balances both those energies of electric and magnetic, okay? So this is going to be our new normal. We have a natural state of well-being, and that natural state of well-being has the balance of both of these energies. We've always associated with electric energy or action as masculine, and it's symbolized by the sun. And we've always associated feminine energies with magnetic and represented by the moon. But each one of us has both of those energies within us, and we need to balance them so that we can fully express the love that we were meant to express while we're here on Earth. If this sounds kind of airy-fairy or funky or whatever it is, it's because it's so important now that we remember who we are so we can create the new Earth that we were designed to put here to create. So this next period of time is about following the pull, the magnetic expression. Young people that are not going into a corporate structure because they feel that expressing themselves in another way, I want to tell all of you, follow your heart. You are doing the right thing, not just for yourself, but for the world as a whole. Because when you do what's intuitively the next right thing for you, you are giving permission for everyone else to do the same thing. And we need lots of permission. Your sense of purpose and your passion exists in the smallest of interactions. And that's enough. You are enough. We are all enough. So we want to ride the ebb and flow of the wave. When we're on that wave of expressing who we are, we want to ride that. And it's going to feel really, really exhilarating. You're going to know it because you're going to feel tingling through your whole body. You're going to be happy, joyous, and free. So here's an exercise to close the video that I offer to all of you, and I invite you to experience. And I did this back in the 90s. This is, well, we know when the 90s was. It was decades ago. And I was in a very difficult place in my life. It was suggested to me, so I offer it to you. I stood in front of the mirror and I said, I love you. I am love. I am lovable. You are loved. You are lovable. You are enough. You are okay. And I'll tell you that during this process, at first, you may not feel anything at all. You may intellectualize the whole thing and not feel a thing. Keep doing it. What I experienced was complete rage for a while. And the reason why I had that rage was because I didn't believe it. And then what happened, I kept doing it. And what happened after that was complete washing of tears, because I started to uncover certain layers, and I realized that I had all of that magnificence within me. And then after the tears came a sense of freedom, a joy, and a newfound love and appreciation for myself. This is an ongoing process. And the more you do this, the more you will be sending ripples of love out into the universe. Do not underestimate how significant your interactions with yourself and doing this for the aggregate of the whole, for the entire world. You are a powerful source of love and light, so activate it. Have fun. Thank you.